You, bro, are looking pretty slim. Hey, you, built up like a stick. You, bro, do you even lift? Let's see them gains, bro. Let's see them muscles grow. Let's see them gains, bro. Let's see them muscles grow. Don't skip leg day. Your thighs can't hold that chest. Don't skip leg day. Lifting weights is the best. Let's get this stream started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
How's it going, everyone? It's Sidestep Blue here. Welcome back to Vibecoding Paradise, or whatever this show is called. So this is part 2 of my Vibecoding project that I've been doing in Claude Fable. And yesterday, it was, or not yesterday, but 2 days ago, it was part 1 where I had about half the game done. Now, the game is now actually beatable. So the entire main storyline is now completable and everything is all cool. But there might be some minor changes and stuff like that. But this is far from finished because I still have to do all the side quests. And I've started working on the side quests, but the side quests are not implemented into the game yet, so those will be coming later. But we can now do all 7 stones, and we can also get the guys home. So there's also several more mini games that have been added as well. We'll get to them when we get there. But let's go ahead and hit new game. This part hasn't changed much, but there have been a few changes as well. The game is also a little bit harder now because last time there were a lot of extra heart containers that were not necessary. Hopefully those are all gone. This is gonna be a blind playthrough from start to finish. So, well, blind as in I haven't tested it from beginning to end in quite a while. So, but this is what we have so far. So Jason goes through dialogue. It is the same dialogue as 2 days ago. But one of the changes is that these waypoints here, early on, you're not able to actually use them yet. So the waystone hums and takes your mark, but its far network answers only from Gazoth onward, across the Mados Sea. But this part is about the same, so it's the same dialogue. So we got the camera here, and we can now this first chest here used to have a heart container. Now it just gives you a potion. And you can actually use potions now. Well, potions were always in the game, I just never really used them until now, but I will likely need to use them in order to make it through with the reduced amount of health. And we're gonna go up here. We can take out these rabbits. There we go. I'm used to hitting the dash button, but I don't have the dash boots yet. But you get the dash boots pretty early on. If you go this way, still can't go to Den-Yu. But Den-Yu is in the game now, so it wasn't in the game last time. All but one of the maps are now in the game. The only map that's missing is one of the yellow maps, but that's because you have to do a side quest to get there. And you can try to go here, but still can't go to the Monkamon Darkwood. Not yet. Not until way later in the game. You can go around the lake. You can take out... I think I'm missing some and by the way, the rupees are now named Terragems. Terragem is a portmanteau of Terranoth, which is the name of the world. And also the word gem. So Terranos and Terragem. So let's go up here and see if we can encounter Tyler. There we go. Tyler's mechanics haven't changed. Still takes 5 hits of the whoop. Yeah, it only takes 5 hits to... Tyler shouldn't be going like that, but Here we go. Benton. Same thing here. The Waystone hums and takes your mark, but its far network answers only from Gazop onward across the Beta Sea. Let's talk to Cody. A familiar face at last. Yep. I don't know if the warm filter. I think the warm filter was removed last time. Yeah, it was a carryover from the JRPG days. But yeah, patch checks out. You can now go inside the library. The library hasn't changed much, but there haven't been some dungeons that have changed since the last stream. So I don't know if the Sealed Tomb has changed. I know the palace has changed. And I think the Temple of Palm has changed. But yeah, there were three dungeons that I had redesigned to make them more interesting. So and with some of the prompts there, it's like I'm dealing with paragraphs upon paragraphs of prompts. It's like right in a video game walkthrough. You gotta admire those guys that write all that stuff. But same thing here. You can buy. There are only 5 heart containers now you can buy from shops. The first one's in Benton. The other 4. So right now the maximum health that you can get is 15. But it used to be infinite, but there are now only there are now only 20 cards in the game, but 5 of them are not yet available because they are side quest rewards. But if you go in here, the library hasn't changed much, so and it probably won't be changing much. But now, some of the later dungeons will need to be redesigned, I know that, but the purpose of this stream is to make sure that, or is to show you guys that the game is actually beatable. It's nowhere near finished, but it is beatable. So, you get 50 more Terragems. Take those guys out. Whoop. Oh yeah, these guys are immune to Jason's Flash ability now, so we need to switch characters. It's best to use Tyler against these guys. Yeah, I think Tyler still took damage. Nope, not this time. Anyways, we're gonna go down here. Yeah. Electrify does not go through trees. But we can go through here. Oh yeah, let's switch back to Jason. Take out these cave lizards. Whoop. Got hit, but go around the poison water. Yeah, so last time I streamed BLS, it was basically just a completely crude version of BLS, but BLS has been completely revamped and everything. Well, with some exceptions. The Temple of Salt, well, actually, I spoke too soon. There's a dungeon later on that's, yeah, there's a dungeon later on, and actually this fence is new, by the way. So, you can't go that way because that's the checkpoint, but later on in the game when you're allowed to return to Pananas, you'll be able to go and you'll be able to go in there. I'm just ignoring these guys because, whoop. Okay, got 20 more Terragems. Alright, Linnea is now open. On to Safik. So, I believe there's a treasure chest here, if I recall. So, you gotta make things interesting for the developer, too. Okay, no, there wasn't one. Yeah, so, go down here. Alright, Linnea, the gateway to the world. Let's go ahead and save. We're gonna use save slot 1. And, once again, the Waystone hums and takes your mark, but its far network answers only from Gazop. Yeah, we know that already. This dock leads nowhere. So let's open that up. 50 Terragems. a ship in the... There, we can go here, but there's, you can buy bombs, you can buy red potion, you can buy antidotes, but... We'll see how we got here. Oh, well, 3 fugitives with Legion posters and a desperate look. You want passage across the Meda Sea? Passage on my ship costs more than coin, boys. Solace, entertain them. With pleasure, Captain. I believe the boss music has been changed as well. Whoop. Oh, I should probably focus on... Whoa, okay, yeah, these guys hit hard, but yeah. You do get healed up every time you beat a boss, by the way, but you don't get extra health. But, buy his apology, and then you can go down here. And across the Meda Sea, Gazaf, second city of the Zalki Kingdoms, and the busiest port, or second, it should be second largest city of the Zalki Kingdoms, and the busiest port of the Medas. This is where your trail begins, boys, and where mine turns around. Word of advice, King Jamali turns a blind eye to the black market under the city, the Rubka. Don't know anybody down there. Yep, so... Yeah, fast travel now works again, but you can't go to there because the Legion's after you. I think the casino was... Yeah, the casino I think here was last time. I spent a lot of time at the casino, so I'm not going to spend that much time this time around. But you can go inside here, the Oasis Inn. Okay, yeah, the dialogue here should be better. Let's go here, and... I think we can save. Don't worry about that other thing yet. Oh. Get some more bombs. I know there's a new type of enemy that requires bombs to destroy it, but we'll get to it when we get there. So, 50 Terragems like that. I think we have the key now. Whoa! Okay, there we go. Yeah, the Enforcer's not that bad. That's all we need there. So let's proceed into the desert. Gazaf expands. Yeah, the electrify. These jackals don't take that much to kill them. Save them for the scorpions. I always thought they were crabs, but the game calls them scorpions. So, oh yeah, I think I missed a treasure chest. There's one. 20 more Terragems. Money is still quite easy to get in the game. So let's see what we got there. Oh, yeah, okay. So Tyler's electrify one-shot jackals. That's good to know. So... And stay down. Honestly, you pull a knife on a med student, you get the elbow. Basic anatomy. Yep, yeah, this is the same cutscene. I believe Drake's special skill has changed. So... Yeah. Drake's, shootout... Yeah, Drake used to have a tackle ability, but it's now called shootout, and it will... Whoops. Yeah, it's replaying the ball. Whoop. Oh no, the jackals. Oh. There we go. Let's grab that bomb. Now, there's another heart container that you can earn. Well, not earn, but you can buy in the shop. I may make these heart containers cost more. Probably because of how expensive they... Well, how precious they are. Because we're already at 6 health. And, although 6 health is definitely better than 8 health at this point in the game, so I know normally it's more health is a good thing, but for game balance purposes, it's not. Whoops. Okay, so... By the way, the concept of the switch is introduced here now. Press one switch there. Actually, I think this part was the same as Thursday. I don't remember if it was or not. So, I think this part was the same as Thursday. But the sealed tomb, I believe, is different. So, because I believe I had that dungeon redesign Thursday night, which was after the stream. Gurjal Mountains are over here. So just fast forward through all that. Whoop! The sealed tomb of Wuhan, 1,000 years shut. That seal is solid stone. Yeah, so this is one part where you need bombs. There's more parts now that require bombs. Yeah, the 1,000-year seal crumbles. Oh, but yeah, the stone's the other way. We're not going to the Risa Coast yet. The Risa Coast is in the game now. By the way, the... Oh, heart's already full. Whoop. Oh, yeah. Whoop. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I believe the blocks here were already in the game, but they now require that you, this is what introduces that. Now, this is definitely more like Zelda, where the new dungeon, this is the new dungeon format, so think of it as, and yeah, you get a map of the dungeon early on, so that way. Hey Diamond, how you doing? Hope you got ourselves a key. How you doing this afternoon? Yeah, this is the new and improved version of the Sealed Tomb of Wuhan. And, okay, this is a new type of enemy, so I don't think these guys were in the last stream, so... Okay, I got a potion. Whoop. Kill the zombie. So this is a new item that you need. Yeah, you gotta blow up these bombs. Or not blow up these bombs, so you gotta... Whoops. What the hell? Okay, so... Okay, one of these days... Okay, so do that, and do that. Okay. That was kind of scary. But... Trying to figure out what to do there. Oh, the door slams shut behind you. On the rail dais, a crowned shadow stirs from 1,000-year sleep. You doing alright? Good to hear. Who wakes Wuhan? Thieves, always thieves. My dead will bury you with me. Zombies gonna come in from every crack. Cut them down and keep the pressure on the king. Let's, Oh, okay, the zombies need to make sure that they... Oh. Okay, well, we did it. We got the thunderstorm. I think we only had 2 hearts left, but we managed to do it. The zombies are supposed to spawn inside the boss room. So that's an error. Anyways, we got the thunderstone. I wonder if I can... Okay, yeah, that part needs to be changed. Okay, so that's another thing that needs to be changed. So I'm going to create a Word document of things that need to be changed. Ensure the zombie... Okay, so you guys can take a look here. It's going to be available on... You guys can see my thing, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. So ensure the zombies in... You made Noel's bracelet today? Nice! Is that, I think that's 4 bracelets from you, right? I think if my math is right, I think it's 4. Just double checking here. So ensure the zombies in the Jade of King Gulhan by only spawn in the boss room. So yeah, ensure the zombies spawn only in the boss room. Okay, so yes, that is the 4th bracelet. Okay, so that's what I thought. So ensure the zombies in the Shade of King Gulhan fight only spawn in the boss room. They are still spawning outside the boss room. Okay, so also allow access to Risa Coast after the player obtains the thunderstorm. Okay, so there's also going to be a side quest there that has not been implemented into the game yet. So, you send me the picture. I'm sending a picture because I'm not giving anyone my physical address. So, yeah, I'm not giving anybody my physical address. So I'll take a look at a picture of it, but anyways, so those are our 2 notes so far. So let's get back to the game. All right, so now, okay, so do that right there. Okay, so we should have 7 hearts. Yeah, out of 15. You have to go back to the Wellspring Tunnel again. Yeah, not much to say about the Wellspring Tunnel. It's a place. Okay, so we got that one there. Whoop! Oh my. Okay, we got those. And out we go. The Jewel Expanse. We can now head south. There's not much in Dodge right now. So let's talk to them. Okay, yeah, this is the 3rd town. I believe there are 6 towns in Safik now. It's either 6 or 7. I know it's 7 in Pananas. I believe 6 in Shisaro, or it might be 5. I know it's 7 in Ritosen, 7 in Pananas, 2 in whoops. Okay, there we go. Actually, Tyler works pretty well against these guys. Okay, so the Alpha Jackal's down. So we can now move on to the old Seiku Grasslands. There are brand new enemies in this area now. So it's not just the same jackals and scorpions. These ostriches, you need a ranged weapon to kill them. So we're gonna do Cody next. Nice. So there's also some gazelles. The gazelles will the gazelles will try and charge the player, but the ostriches, they will try to run away from the player, and they will shoot. Yeah, the ostriches will run away from the player, and will attempt to shoot poison at them. So, watch out for the. Watch out. Oh yeah, Jason Splash can blind enemies, so that works too. But oh yeah, we can't go to Sinbama yet. Yeah, the jackals are gone though, so the NPC there should mention the gazelles instead of. Yeah, so that's one of the changes. I believe this is a new minigame. I don't know if this minigame is in here or not last time, but there is a new minigame in Onseiku. We can also buy potions if you want, or how many potions do I have left? 4? Okay, so or you can go to the inn for 10. So yeah, we're gonna go 10 Teragems for that, and go over here. So I believe this is a new minigame. Correct me if this was here last time. I think I created this yesterday. So this is the Onseiku archery range. Obsidian bows, steppe goose fletching, the finest arrows south of the desert. 20 Teragems around, 30 seconds on the line, small moving targets pay the most. Aim with the mouse, clicked and loose. Okay, so we can do easy or we can do hard. We'll do easy first. I think this is the only thing that requires movement with the mouse. So, and yeah, it's pretty easy. So, most players should be able to get an easy score here. It's a lot, yeah, I think it's almost, I think I need to add like if you miss the target, then there should be like a penalty or something. But let's see what we have here. Whoop! Okay, there we go. Out of every muffle YouTuber you've seen, I'm your favorite? Nice. Alright, so that was easy mode. Let's try hard mode. Okay, hard mode, the targets are a little faster, so... Now, there's going to be a quest reward that involves, Okay, so there should be a quest reward that's, whoop! I'm trying to focus here. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't say how much money I won, but it's a lot. But yeah, there's gonna be a quest reward that will be implemented once side quests are in. But that's a money's actually pretty easy to get in this game now. Once the mini games open up. Got 20 Teragems for that. And then we got that one right there. So let's head to Yansufu. Yeah, the other town, Sibamu, you can't get to yet. Not until later in the game. But there are unique enemies in that part of the world. You love the thumbnails, by the way? Nice. Yeah. Appreciate the compliment there. Thank you. 2 continents trade across this key. Name your crossing. We can choose to go back to Gazav, or you can go to Bumefu. So, after 2 weeks on the Medas and the Eastern Seas, land. Bumefu, gateway to Shisaro. Fur flags everywhere. The mystics of Maso hold these lands, and the Yongan Empire looms north of the valley. The Ice Stone is supposed to sit in the Emperor's palace, but first, the mystic city, Bumiwa, is up in the western mountains. If Noel enlisted with their defense, that's where he'll be. By the way, there's also a world map now, so we're going to save there, and we're going to hit, if you hit T, it actually gives you a decent map of the world, though given that it's an 8-bit graphics, this is the best that the game could do. And apparently, we don't need to, apparently if you hit T, it hits the tweak button in the game, or not in the game, but in Claude, so that's, but you can scroll, and all the continents are available, even ones that you haven't actually unlocked yet, so, like, we just had Shisaro, but then there's also Rikolsten. Rikolsten looks terrible, by the way, in the game, so it doesn't look like that, or at least as I envisioned it. Bielis and Dowane, but I had it do the, but all those are now in the game, so let's go and unpause, and we can now proceed. So the Mata Plains, I believe oh yeah, that's right, I believe the mines were unchanged from last time. Oh yeah, that's right, we need to... Okay, so make sure that... Okay, we go over here. The wolves are pretty much the same as they were last time. Same thing with the ice wisps. Whoop! Watch out there. Okay, open that up. There's 20 more Teragems, nice. So now we're gonna go and head to... I should have them fix the path. There we go. Bumewa! There's another new minigame here. So... we're gonna go... whoop! Not pause. We're gonna save. And... This is a new building, by the way. You can go inside here. The Hall of Stillness. This is a meditation game. So what you have is... So welcome to the Hall of Stillness. Here we practice Rosa's breathing. Free to all, as all sacred things must be. Sit and follow the signs as they come. W, A, S, D, or Z, each at its golden moment. A wrong sign or a restless hand scatters the breath. There's no reward for this yet. This is going to be a side quest reward. So, oh, something popped up on Discord. What's going on here? Okay, I'll look at that later. Alright, so we're going to go with 1 minute here. This is a timing game, but the timing just, it needs to be... Yeah, I have to do it for 1 minute. I'm not sure if I should do this for 30 seconds or not. Now, if I were really meditating right now, I shouldn't be talking, but hey, it's a live stream. I gotta keep talking. So we got, okay, so D. Okay, Z. And then W. and then another Z, and then an A, another A, and then a D, and another W. There we go. 1 full minute of stillness. Well held, traveler. The mist exacts nothing for this. Stillness is its own gift, but a still mind hears things a restless one cannot. Someday that might matter. Yep, that it is going to matter because it's going to be a side quest involved with that. But first, talk to the High Mystic. You gotta talk to Noel. I think Noel had the right colored shirt last time. I don't remember if he did or not. But Noel's now in the party. But let's go in here. Whoop. Okay, so I think I didn't demonstrate this properly last time, but if you push the button here, it will open up. There we go. But then push the button, grab the bobs. Now, whoops, oh yeah, we need another switch. Okay, don't push that button, that's a trap. So, instead go in here, and also that one's a trap, so... Let's grab, yep, we got some more Terra Gems. Okay, there we go. Got the Monster Relic, we can turn that back in. So we're gonna head down here. Okay, so now... Yeah, I'm trying to think how fast I can actually beat the game in. Let's turn it back in. So, like, we're already 30 minutes into the... Like, this is a fairly short game if you know what to do. So... But, whoop. Okay, good, there we go. So now we have the Southern Valley of the Shigan. So, of course you can always get lost in minigames and stuff. Whoop. Okay, we got those there. Okay, so we got those. And now we're in Dotun. So, one of the other changes is that the Temple of Palm has been completely redesigned. So, I believe this one... This was redesigned at the same time as... But there's a new switch here, and there's also the door. The door works functionally the same as the... The door functions the same as the one in Denyu Prison, or not Denyu Prison, but Ugal. Denyu Prison's not even a dungeon in this game, so it's a place in Terranos, but anyways, I digress. We have a new type of button here. So if you interact with it with a ranged weapon, it says that it wants something heavier and blunter. So who do you think has a hard and blunt object that is ranged? That would be Drake. So Drake has to open up with his water polo ball. Now there's another switch puzzle here. It looks like we want stars. So it can go with circles, stars, or circles, squares, or stars. So we want stars. And so a door that opens up another door, and watch out, we got okay, so the seal is open. This gives you a key, and this also gives you a seal, or this goes first numbers. So remember this number, guys. We want 9. So the goal here is to find out. So you can attempt to open it, but you need to know what the door is, and it's random every time. So, I forgot. We need to switch the bombs. Okay, so the Guardian falls. It's another block puzzle. Push the block like this. And, yeah, so... Okay, I see you got your, I see you got it there in chat, a 9 right there. So, now we got 5 switches and 3 doors. I'm pretty sure 3 of these, or at least one of these switches is going to open up the doors, and the other ones are going to probably spawn enemies. So, pick a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. If anyone's in chat right now. Yeah, if I pick a number here, 1 through 5. Yeah. I'm pretty sure one of these is going to have open the door here. Okay, so there's number 1's right here, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5's on the edge there. You're gonna go with 4? Alright. Uh-oh! That spawns enemies! Okay, so it's not number 4. So try one of the other ones. I already know the answer, but I want to make this interesting. Yeah. So I guess there's a bit of a delay. Yeah, I don't think this was in here last time. Okay, 2. Uh-oh, more enemies. Alright, well, both of those were the booby trap ones. So, I'll just push the other ones. 1 opens a door, which gives you 50 Terra Gems. 2 opens the door, or 3 opens the door, which gives you 8 bombs. And 5 opens the other door, that gives you the other numbers. So that's 93. So, or the number that we need is 93. So 9 and 1, 2, 3 now opens the door. And now we get the bombs are already out, so. And the way back seals itself with a boom that shakes the cars. From the altar, something centuries hungry and coils. The beast of palm, blades won't find it, only bombs. And what for the little palms it calls. They always carry powder, so watch out here. So okay, yeah. Watch out for the bombs. What? Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is a difficult fight. This might be the first real hard boss fight. Okay, we finally some. Oh. Okay, there we go. What? Oh, damn, this is hard. What? This is probably much more challenging than I remember. Whoa, my. What the hell? Oh, crap. Hit the road. The bomb. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Okay, the base of the bomb is sealed once more. that was actually kind of hard. A century of hunger in that thing. The monks below can sleep again. And look, the garrison commander's seal, dropped by the altar. This gets us in the Yongan's Palace district. Alright, so let's get... Whoop. There we go. I had the ads drop bombs because that way you can actually don't get soft locked in case you run out of bombs. So anyways, we can now move on to the northern valley of the Shigan. Oh yeah, that guy's... Yeah, I forgot that guy is, Can I go this way yet? No. Alright, so now we're in Yongan. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, nobody has the right papers. Yeah, you can't go there yet. You can talk to the Gold Teeth Inn here. Yep, so we go over here. So we have 3 cities so far. Actually, I guess there's only 5. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Just wasted 10 Terragens, but it's easy to get money in this game. Yeah, the Palace of the Emperor, once you finish it, you can't go back. And I kind of want to redo this one as well. Whoop. Okay, so now we need to go and go this way. Get a small key. That opens up the first door. A lot of these dungeons are very basic. So, yeah, it's very... because they haven't really been redesigned, but redesigning costs a lot of credits, so... And, we can go back here. The Dalzus took the ice stone, blah blah blah. It's the same dialogue as last time. It's fine. Thank you for the support and stuff. Oh my, okay. Oh, ouch, okay. Okay, barely won. You fight like the old stories. Go north then. Take the shame from the Dalzus if you can, and if you die on their bone walls, the secret dies with you. Either way, the Empire is served. Charming, you heard him. The northern divide is now open. Bundle up. Alright, so now we're going to... What kind of video are you working on, by the way? I don't know if you're still listening or not, but curious on which... Oh, I forgot there's another heart container that we can buy. Okay, there we go. That way you get stocked up on potions. Yes, potions are kind of hard to get. Well, I shouldn't say they're hard to get, but... Okay. Can't go there yet. But at least Tyler can whack those with a sword. Whoop. Okay, so the Northern Divide. This part hasn't changed much. I need to add some music, by the way. So create a custom. There's one more thing I gotta do. Create a custom. Create a custom BGM background music. Episodes of your fan theories. Okay, cool. I'll have to take a look at it when I get a chance. Create a custom background music for the domain of the Dalzus and for Call Zeus. Make it sound barbaric and menacing, full of Mongolian drums. It says not done, but will be soon. Yeah, as I said, I'll take a look at it when it's done. So, anyways, yeah. So it says make it sound barbaric and menacing, full of Mongolian drums, and building this theme. So that's another patch note I need to do. Anyways, let's take out these Dazus. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm on Tyler, so. Yeah, thankfully the Beast of Palm is probably the last major mechanic boss, at least for now. Yeah, because some of these other fights I need to... Whoop. There we go. Anyways, we're gonna go up here. Is there... what's in here? 50 Teragems? No, is there a treasure chest down here? No, there's not. Oh, do a gauge? Gauge is not yet playable in the game, though. Well, he is playable in the game, but we haven't gotten to him in the story yet. So yeah, right now it's just the generic snow theme. Which should be played for, like, the, yeah, the, Call of Zeus, by the way, is gonna have to get redesigned. Something else opens. You got another potion? Yeah, because we're gonna need more potions and stuff. I believe there's a treasure chest up here. If there is. Yeah, as I said, money is really easy to get here. Oh, you had... oh, added him and Drake into the episode? Nice. Devon Zeus! We've crossed half the world for the Ice Stone. Hand it over and we'll take it. Silence falls over the bone hall, then the great fur tent shakes. Ha! Southerners demanded in my hall. If you pry from Devon Zeus' own fist, to me, Zeus. This guy fights just like the Emperor. Well, almost. There we go. And we got another heart container out of that. So that's 9 hearts out of 15. So it's definitely, definitely been a lot of, yeah, we can just fast forward through the domain and through the Northern Divide. Okay, there we go. Back to the Northern Valley of the Shigan. Okay, there we go. Uragon Step. This is a new area, by the way. Yeah, we got wild horses that will try to charge at you. And then we also have some not-so-wild horses that are friendly. You watched Zootopia 2 last night and you left it? Nice. I haven't seen either of them, so... we gotta pause real quick. Get OBS back open. There we go. There's another minigame here, by the way. You guys can check out horse racing. Oh, Southerner! Ever raced to get a step horse? 3 laps around the Great Oval. You against my best rider. 20 Teragems to saddle up. Win and you ride home rich. Z spends a stamina unit for a burst of speed. Run the gauge dry and your horse will crawl until it recovers. Yeah, this used to be like this used to be super broken, but I changed it so now the money's a little bit more fair to get, so I want to give spoilers, but that was really great. We'll find out when we get there. Alright, so now, yeah, the horse racing is pretty easy. I don't think I've ever lost against it. In fact, on easy mode, I can actually lap the guy. So, there we go, back to the step. Now, there's also medium mode. Now, medium mode is like a Mobius strip. So, whoop. Okay, so there we go. Just watch out for. Yeah, so the way to do it properly is, yeah, to make sure it's basically a figure, actually it's kind of a figure 8 in a way. But I won, so yeah, this is a pretty easy minigame, by the way, so let's go! Hard mode. hard mode is, yeah, it's a really meandering track, but even then, you can, even then, it's still fairly easy. Just don't use all your stamina, though. Because if you use all your stamina, then your horse will tire out. So, this is the third lap. And then we're gonna go, okay, we don't wanna, yeah, don't wanna use up all the stamina, though. What happened to the, I guess, there we go. 120 Teragems, nice. So we got that there. Noel's abilities haven't really changed much, by the way. So that's why I haven't really switched to Noel. But now that we have Shisaro finished, let me save. And we can now head down to... Whoop. We can now head over to... you have to go all the way back to Bumifu. By the way, Bumifu does have the fishing minigame still. And you can buy the fishing rod. So we now have access to fishing bait, but we already did the fishing during the last stream, so I won't do it again. But oh yeah, that's right. We need to go down here. Wait a minute. This isn't right. Something's going on here. Okay, this is a critical bug. So I need to make some changes. So because we cannot go to Rosbion apparently unless let me try something. I think if we go here... Okay, there we go. Ralphion's open now, so we actually don't need to exit out. The game doesn't tell you that you need to go to Ralphion, but apparently you do. Weeks at sea, and then Rosbion. The free city, and then a rice ocean. No kings, no gods, just sailors, smugglers, and salt. And that sign, the Rusted Anchor, a real casino, guys. High stakes, free city rules to one hand for morale. Rule of Ralphion, cuz. Mind your own business and nothing bad happens to you. So business, Keyston, Riker, Waterstone. The Keyston ferry berths on the West Sock. They say the Order's leader calls himself the Avatar of Ganestan, a living god with statues. Many statues. So, okay, so it is possible to, yeah, it used to be a straight shot from, in the older build of the game, it used to be a straight shot from Bumifu to Rosbion, but now you go to Rosbion from Gathok. And then you just go down here, and they take you straight to the town of Jotakan. Oh, by the way, we can actually now go back and go to a couple other optional areas before we continue with Jotakan. So we're going to go to... We can now go to the Risa Coast. There's not much at the Risa Coast yet, but it'll be the site of a side quest. It'd be kind of cool to show off the side quests and stuff once they're done, but... Oh yeah, let me... To save some time here, let's just do that. We'll reload once I show you guys the Risa Coast. Whoop. So, the Risa Coast has a unique theme, by the way. So, you just go through the desert. The Risa Coast, this is a... Kindness waters in all the desert kingdoms. The Risa Lahan feeds half the coast off the surf. Mind the scorpions in the dune grass, friend. What scorpions? I don't see any scorpions. Oh, there they are. I should add some unique enemies here, by the way. Add another potion. But we're gonna... Oh! Okay, wrong things. Load that up. There's another new area, by the way, that you can go to in Sabik. But you have to go, it's in the Araku area. go. And you guys can see some newer areas. Let's see, Bama Savannah. These are lions, by the way. So yeah, 6 foot Leonis. I know I'm joking about things that are almost 5 years old now. Can't believe it's been 5 years. Well, not quite 5 years. About 4.5 since Endwalker came out. But there's a new town here too. This is the town of Simbamu. And not much in Simbamu yet. Until probably need to heal up first. And so let's rest up. But now we can go back to there's actually a new area in there's another new area from Yangon as well. So the game kind of allows you to explore a little bit more once you get the Ice Stone. So you can now go to Haichu. Yeah, it's basically a purple version of Yangon, but still. And no, you cannot go inside the Shogun's palace. So, or Shogun's castle. But there's a little Zen garden here. Right now you don't get punished for walking on the Zen garden, but eventually you will. So do that right there. There's a little bit of snow. This is a new area, by the way. This is Greater Haichu Island. Oh yeah, I forgot I was playing as Tyler right now. 50 Teragems. Pretty serene if he is, if you guys think so, but you can get another free potion, and you can also get... Yeah, I like the fact that it drops potions down instead of heart containers, because that way, you don't have you don't have way too much health. Anyways, back to Jotaken. So, 20 Teragems right there. But let's head up here. The Gardens of Ledun have been slightly changed. There's a new area to the east, which apparently you can go to. Now, surviving is another story. These guys are... This is meant to be an in-game area. But I don't think there's anything that is wrong if you go there early. No bait, yeah. The bait seller in the local shop will sell baits. Only towns that have fishing, by the way, unlock, Oh, so there we go. But we knocked the Avatar statue over during the defection. Well, my grandma did. She's so strong. Yeah. So, petty, absolutely. Satisfying, also, absolutely. Actually, I haven't talked to these guys yet. Trade Center says the defection, but at least the coin we make is ours. No ties to a muscle-bound god. Yeah, these guys do not worship the Avatar. Anyways, whoop. Yeah, the iguanas here, they will pull you in. But that's a new area, but Ryland Pass you can't go to yet. Yeah, because if you try to go to Ryland Pass, then the game shouldn't let you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Waterstone first. So you can go to Anjen now, but there we go. There, Keystone Palace. And if the sailors are right, the Waterstone sits in the deepest hall. Newcomers, rejoice! You stand in the city of the Avatar of Afghanistan. His radiant physique, God made flesh. We're looking for a friend. Tall, loud, green shirt, allergic to authority, arrested for defying godhood. The blasphemer, shipped to Ugal, the drowned prison. None returned from beneath the waves. Rejoice! Ugal, right. The islanders of Kovikin train the Order's warriors. If anyone knows the way into a prison, it's the people who guard it. The ferry at Jotakin sails there now. At least they tell you that you need to go back to Jotakin. So, there we go. But we're going to save one more time. Alright, fair winds today. Where does the Order's newest curiosity wish to sail? We're going to Kovikin. So we're going to go over here. You get 20 Terragens. Our proving grounds may train the Order's finest under the mountain. Outsiders may take the trial if you do. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go back here. Kovikan Island. So now we're gonna go over here. This is a new minigame, by the way. See that tide, friend? Fastest break in the Calston Islands. Only a true waterman may ride it, and I haven't met one all season. The proving grounds, south face of the mountain. Down the stair, bring your courage and leave your excuses. By the way, this guy here, there's another minigame here, but you need a certain character. Who do you, I'm pretty sure, like, TCS fans should probably know who I'm talking about. Anyways, Kovikan Proving Grounds. This area hasn't really changed much, but if you go this way, this introduces that. But this part, it's been fixed, by the way. Okay, whoop. Go there and grab a potion. Up another Norisen Warrior. There we go. Another one. Get 3 more Norisen Warriors. Another small key. Still very basic here. You gotta fight chieftains too, but we can. Whoa! This guy is hard. Yeah, thankfully I've got potions now. Okay, he's dead. Outsiders, stand where my tornado stands. Magnificent. You've earned fruit, stone hunters. Our initiates crew the Ugal submersibles from Autumn Island east of here. Take my trial mark. The pilot will carry you down. Bring your loud friend home. I don't think there's anything else in here. Another Norisen Warrior. Oh yeah, I think there's a treasure chest. No, there isn't. Other side, maybe? Yes. 50 more Terragens, nice. Down we go. Yeah, we'll come back here once we have a certain individual. So, Kovikan, the Isle of Warriors. So, there's going to be name report. You can go to Autumn Island. Yeah, we got these fireballs, by the way. Oh, let's see what we got here. Another 50 Terragens. Oh, okay, so that guy's dead. And this guy's dead. Yeah, when it just trails back to the lava field, the volcano's mouth is the only way in. This is a new dungeon, but it's kind of unfinished, so we're not going to go in there very much, but it has a unique theme, by the way. Those are the genies. The genies aren't supposed to be here. Whoop. Yeah, this dungeon's currently unplayable, but it'll be redesigned later. It's optional, so it's not part of the story. Anyways, let's talk to this guy. The trial mark of Kovikan, so the champion vouches for you. This hatch drops Ugal, the drawn prison. Fair warning, once we dive, I surface only with the full manifest. No one comes back up until your man is out of the cell and stand beside you. Dive to Ugal, dive, or no return until Riker is freed, or stay ashore. We're gonna dive in. So, green-black water presses against the sea glass, summer above whale sing. The deepest prison on Terranos. Riker's here. I can hear someone arguing with the guard through 3 walls. That's it. Whoop. Okay, so we did that right there. We're not going to open the cell doors because we did that last time. So we're going to go kill that. Got another small key. Let's open it up. 20 more Terragens. And another small key. Let's see here. Let's talk to Riker. Jason, guys, I knew someone would come, even down here. Listen up. The head warden rents his place from his office up top, behind the red pressure door with the dial lock. I memorized the code off a guard clipboard weeks ago. 624. It's random, by the way. That's 624. I can think of Chicago right now. 25 or 624. Crack his office. Crack his skull. Take his release keys. Gil, I'll be keeping Soul in the guards so they watch me instead of you. Okay, so... Yep, there we go. The office is dark. Trophy manacles line the walls. A tall chair slowly turns. Well, well, surface rats, in my office. Do you know how deep you are, little rats? No one will ever hear the bells. Big talk from the man about to lose his keys. The warden is pretty simple. Yeah, the warden's fight needs to be changed. Oh, we kept it for Riker. We're not servicing without him. Okay, so yeah, you have to talk to Riker first. You beat him? Ha, that's my guys. Okay, you battle real. You came down here for me. Waterstones at Keystone Palace. The warden's talked. Catch is, the palace only opens when the Gilded Jaw envoy comes through the Topin Mountains. That's our way in. This part of the story needs to be redone. Because it's just a... Yeah, this is probably the weakest part of the story. Because I hadn't really decided what to... Okay, I guess we're going to Gilded Jaw. Okay, so... Yeah, that's 5 towns so far. We have Anja unlocked, even though we shouldn't yet. I thought there were 7. Oh no, this is the 6th town. I forgot, the current town is not included. But I kind of wish that I did a little bit more with this, and I probably should. Because this is still a work in progress, so... Got another potion. Oh, we shouldn't be going here yet. Apparently these areas are now accessible now. This is the Beanston Tundra. This is the place of the Death God. Okay, so I came to pray at the Death God's doorstep. Beanstel heard me and let me stay. Do not stand still here, traveler. The cold notices. I think okay, there we go. This is the Envoy Road. Gilded Jaw's priests flock to Keystone every season, which means right now. The palace gate is opening for court. Then we walk in with the season's crowd, Keystone Palace and the Waterstone. Okay, there's actually another zone, another field area we can go to. If we head to the west. Whoop, watch out. Kill the ghost. There we go. This area is called the Salakam. It's a white desert with nothing but sandworms. Okay, so we got probably should go with a ranged fighter. Yeah, the sandworms, by the way. Let's see what we have. 50 more Terra Gems. Another potion. There's not much here until I incorporate side quests, but... What? Oh wait, oh never mind. I was worried that it was going to... Okay, there we go. Okay, we got those there. So, back to Gilded Jaw. So we're gonna take this over back to Keystone City. We can save here, by the way. So, we can probably should rest up at the end first. The game is definitely getting harder. And actually, there is a... oh yeah, there's a heart... Actually, do that first. So there's a heart container here. I think you can buy the 4th one here. Okay, so that one's there. So how many hearts is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. So there's only 5 hearts left. One's from a shop, and the other 4 are from bosses. So let's do this and go on in. It's these switches here. So options left or right. And by the way, notice that there's multiple branching paths now. There's 3 pathways you can go to. You can go left or you can go right. It's alright. I'll just go left. Actually, I'll show you what happens if you go right. If you start right, oh, the Knights and Warriors. There we go. Now we're gonna go left. And that opens up the door on the right. So now, oh, we got another Golden Guardian. But we need to, okay, so bomb that. Whoop, okay, the warriors are down. And now we have 2 blocks that we have to push. That opens up the door up on top. You guys can barely see it, but it's there. A giant ceremonial bowl, bone dry. The carvings say it wants water. Empty bowl, huh? Riptide orbs coming up. Switch to me and let my orbs wash over it. First, Knights and Warriors. Okay, so that allows us to go back out, but in order to do this, in order to open another door, you'll need to switch characters. There we go. That opens up the door to the right. Got another small key. There's a statue here. A blue statue of flawlessly muscular man. The plinth bears one engraved word. Calton. Calton's one of the chosen. Really specific. Remember that name, guys. So, Calton is one of the chosen. So, we also have a key that we can use to open the door. There's a lot of... Okay, there we go. Now, there are multiple chests here. I'm gonna save, by the way. And... there's also a door here that opens up... Yeah, far away door grams open in the atrium. So, it tells you to go back to the beginning. But, one of these chests is important. The other ones are all trapped. So... Let's see here. We're going to... I'm going to open one of the chests up. Uh-oh. Okay, so... Wow, it actually does a lot of damage. So... Let's switch back to that. Now, there is a way to trigger all the traps at once. And that is with Jason's ability. So, if you switch to Jason... and you have to use flash in here, it causes all the trap chests to blow up. And that way you don't have to... So we do that one there, and then one small key. We're going to switch back to Riker, by the way, because we need Riker for the next puzzle. So next step, open the door. 2 dry bowls this time. Same trick, my orbs will fill them both and the seal light opens. There we go. And now we have the white statue speaks without a mouth. Name my blue brother. Answer wrong and answer my sons. Well, let's see here. The right answer was Calton, but what? Oh, okay. They beat the Warriors before I hear another answer. Yeah, if you get it wrong, then it'll summon. Yeah. Oh, it also gives you. Okay, there we go. And I'm glad that the names change every time, but this will allow you to reach the avatar. Do you feel it, little pilgrims? The radiance, the perfection. You swim through my palace, past my faithful, to the very throne of God made flesh. For a blue rock? Told you guys, Jim Rabbit, the tax base. The blasphemer! You I will fold like a beach towel. Witness divinity. Well, okay, there we go. Oh, that was pretty easy. We need to make these guys harder. Yeah, it's the same thing there. Alright, so let's head back out. We're done here. We can move on to... Before I forget, we can do that minigame now. So we're gonna do this here. Kill the frog there. And now that we have the right character, we can talk to this guy. Ah, there he is. Ugal's Runaway. On my beach. The board is yours. Green is the gardens. Ride as long as you can. Dodge the rocks. Dodge the gulls. They die. Snatch the stars. Yellow is 1. Purple is 5. Green is 10. Gold is 25. 20 Terra Gems arrive. Prizes for your score. Left and right is all you get. The sea does the rest. So, there's easy and there's hard. So this is a... By the way, there's a leaderboard, by the way. So, do that real quick. So, oh, we got a gold one right away. Yeah, so there's also going to be a reward, a side quest that involves the minigame here. You're going to have to score 250 points on hard mode. So, in order to get an item. So, but yeah, so this is another one of the minigames, and so I don't know what you guys think of the minigames here, but the game's definitely coming along. Got 200 points already. Wow, this is fast. I did a bunch of dry runs last night, and I was having a lot of trouble, but I guess to be fair, this is easy mode. So we're already at 300 points. But I kind of wanted it so that way, if you score 250 points on this, you'll get a prize. But that prize hasn't been implemented yet. But over here. Yep, so... Oh, okay, we just got our first hit. Yeah, you're allowed to crash 3 times. Or you're allowed to crash twice, and on your third crash on easy mode, then that ends the minigame. Oh, there's another wipeout. Okay, there we got another. And you'll be rewarded based on your score, by the way. So yeah, you get cash no matter what. Oh, and we're done. That's 474 points. So it's 1-to-1. So you get 1 Terra Gem for every point that you earn in this minigame. So the sea saw you ride Waterman, your prize, and a new best for the record board. Now we can also do this on hard mode. So okay, so we got those there. Yeah, your goal is to get 250 points. So I think it speeds up over time as well. Which I didn't remember asking for it, but that makes it interesting. Okay, almost got hit there. Okay, so we got those. Oh. Okay, so we got those. It took me a lot of tries to do this. Whoa, that was close. Probably would have got... I think if I had gotten that 25 points, then it probably would have wiped me out. Got those. The purple stars were originally blue. But, oh, and we're done. 239 points there, but that's... It gives you double. So, anyways, that's actually a good way to get some money. So, anyways, continue with the story. So we got back to Keystone City. And now we can move on to Ryland Pass. Ryland Pass is probably going to get redesigned with fresh enemies and stuff. Whoop. Watch out for those. Okay, so we got same thing with Kuznikan Wilds. Bet we can save here. If you guys remember from last stream, this was about as far as we got in the story. But there's already a bunch of new stuff that's been added, so that already kind of showed off, or have already shown off. But this is now the way to Bielis. So Bielis, the dragon continent, you're serious. Gods help you. Aye, the Republic says nothing. The Republic owes the order nothing. We sail at dawn. Windstone next. Hang on, Gage. We're coming. Ice groans against the hull for days. Then Bebenis, the last human fire on the dragon continent. Fur tents, whaleward gates, the Adani. 1,500 years out here, alone under dragons. And sometimes in this frozen nowhere, Gage, 6 months surviving solo, look for smoke. That guy can't sit still without a campfire. This is the only town in Bielis, by the way. So, this guy's Gage. He's properly dressed up now. No way. Jason? Tyler? Guys, I've been eating no soup for 6 months and you're here. This is out of character. Gage refers to people by their last names. Okay. Listen, there's a stone humming with wind in the deepest canyon of the wastes. Troll Canyon. I've mapped every ridge between here and there waiting for backup. 7 of us now. Grab your trident, mountain man. You're the guide. Gage joined the party. Got 20 more Terra Gems. And I believe this... Okay, that needs to be soil. But, this is what we got here. Oh, you're also rebuilding the TCS statues of Minecraft, much bigger and better than before? Nice. Alright, the Divided Woods. Now properly done, but not a snow area like it was in the stream. In the last stream, I should say. You can also go to the Goalie Fields. The Goalie Fields have been fixed as well. Yeah, so the only snowy area now really is the Pakpaka Tundra. But, it actually, I don't think I showed off Gage's abilities yet, but there's one important one that we'll get to later on. But let's get rid of these here. Sunshore Tower is just like any other dungeon. This is an optional dungeon, by the way, so we're not going to spend much time there, and it needs to be redone anyway, so I'm not concerned about that. I was also wondering if you wanted to make shirtless... Oh, okay, wrong guy. Ah, there we go. Gage is a little difficult to play, but... You were also wondering if you should make shirtless versions too. That's up to you if you want to. Wolves I trap, the horn beasts I avoid, the dragons I freight to. South of the Goalie Grazing Fields, northwest the Old Coast. Oh. Come on. Okay, yeah. Gage's trident isn't very good. But, okay, there we go. Alright, so now we're gonna go up here. The Pakpaka Tundra now has its own theme song. And actually, one of the other changes is, I can demonstrate here too. If I switch to Null, Null's ice shards no longer attack the ice dragons. No effect, it's made of ice. What? What? Come on. Okay, that did it. So anyways, yeah, the enemies are definitely getting harder, that's for sure. So now we can go... The Kisi Coast, this area has been fixed. So... now ruins and stuff here on the coast. Yeah, there's a lot of dragons too. So now we have... Well, once we get over there, I'm trying to debate whether or not to heal. Oh wait, I forgot Cody can heal, so now I don't have to worry about potions. Here we are. Faded murals flank the old East Road. 4 young demigods. This is based off a story that I wrote years ago. 4 young demigods wreathed in green, yellow, red, and blue, the children of the colors. Standing beside a gray-cloaked duke, while a crowned princess looms over a fallen queen. Keensen, 3,000 years gone. The story goes that a princess poisoned her own mother, the queen, and Duke Atan, with the children at his side, rose to stop her, save the kingdom, and doomed it anyway. Their spirits never left. I can feel 4 of them, 1 in each corner of the ruins, and something colder in the castle in the center. 4 spirits, 4 corners. The castle gates sealed. I bet those spirits hold the keys. Let's go pay our respects. Yeah, I think this is definitely one of the more interesting dungeons that I did. It's fairly small, but it's more combat focused. So I guess that's a little more excusable. Anyways, yeah, this door wasn't here before. 4 square sockets are cut into the sealed gates. Green, yellow, red, and blue. 0-4 colored stones set. The spirits in the corners of the ruins hold the rest. So we gotta fight 4 mini-bosses here. I think this was just pretty generic last time. Got a potion. Got another ice dragon. But if you go here, roots, remember, the queen's fall. You shall not wake the crown. This is what... Yeah, you can actually cheese these guys with Gauge. The green spirit unravels the into drifting leaves. You obtain the stone of Oki the Green. But yeah, if you do here, thunder kept the walls, leave or be struck down. Lightning, my frost ward can wither it. Stay behind me when it calls a storm. There's actually another way to cheese it. Oops. Okay, there we go. The stone of O's on the yellow. Yeah, Gauge is basically broken against these guys. That gives you guys an incentive to use Gauge. Holy crap, we need to increase his HP. Or, actually, in Eilon's case, we need to make it so that he's immune to his own fireballs. Okay, the river froze the night, the queen fell, so shall you. Okay, there we go. Triton Shield. The blue spirit thaws in the morning mist. You obtain the stone of Bekel the Blue. So now we can go into the center. But before we do that, let's heal up. Each character now has their own individual cooldown. Oh yeah, we can't do streaks yet, but yeah, we can also heal up a little. Whoop. So let's talk and let's grab Gauge. The 4 colored stones blaze. The throne hall is cold. On the cracked dais, a shape in the ash-gray ducal rose rises. A crown resting heavy on its bowed head. I never wanted this crown. The princess poisoned her mother, my queen, and would have fed kings into her ambition. The children lent me their colors, and I took the throne to save it. 3,000 years I have kept this watch. If you would pass west, show me the kingdom is safe in your hands. Draw! You can wield all 4 colors. Whatever the spirits throw at us, expect all of it, and cover your ears when he screams. Yeah, Gauge basically breaks this boss, so whoop! Good, the kingdom rests safe, at last. He wasn't a usurper at all. 3,000 years standing guard. Rest easy, Duke. The west sealed just crumbled to turf. Past it, there's a GE wastes. Real dragon country. Stay close and step where I step. Yeah, you guys can, this next area, massively changed since last time. It actually feels more complete now. But yeah, the dragons are definitely no joke. The west wastes burn, ash storms, fire on the wind. Without a ward from the old flame temple to the southeast, we cook in our boots. Yeah, so to go there... Yep, more dragons! Okay, so we got those. So now we're gonna go down here. There's actually another area you can go to up here. Yeah, the fire dragons will eventually need to be made immune to their fireballs. But the Mito Mountains, there might be something up here too. There's nothing here yet. Not until I put the side quests in, but I picked these Terra Gems. Okay, so we got those. I don't know if there's much else here or not. Let's see what's in here. 20 more Terra Gems. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we get to go down this way. Oh. Yeah, the Trident Shield is useless against... No, the Temple of Sol definitely needs to be changed. That might be the next dungeon. Whoop! That might be the next dungeon that I... Okay, there we go. Cody's pulse attack does pretty well against those. Got a small key. There we go. That's another 50 Terra Gems. Yeah, you guys can probably tell. Like, I was aiming more towards actually trying to finish the game. So a lot of the later dungeons are pretty generic. They haven't really been incorporated yet. So, another switch. Whoop. Oh, those fireballs have a lot of health. The altar of Sol, god of flames, still burns after 3,000 years. Legend says the dragons themselves were kindled here. Who disturbs the forge of dragons? The tourists. Lights out candle. Oh yeah, you're gonna need Null for this. Yeah, Null is like... There we go. As the high flame gutters out, its heat sinks into your gear. The Ember Ward settles over the party like a second skin. That'll turn the ash storms. The western wastes are open to us now. And past them, Tro Canyon. So you can now go to... Let's go up here. And head out of the temple. Yeah, there's a lot of the western Vegeta wastes. What the hell? Why did I didn't get to auto run? I don't know what the hell happened there. Anyways, this is an optional area, Chisel Coast. It's gonna have some side quests. Anyways, we go over here. 50 more Terra Gems. Got 3,500 so far. There's one more mini game that is in the game, but can't get to it yet. But we have another new area, the Tro Canyon, the stronghold of dragons. Give me a second, please. Sorry about that. Whoop, okay. Oh yeah, switch characters. These guys are weak as Rector's water orbs. So, whoop. Anyways, now we can go down to here. Get 50 more Terra Gems. Okay, so it's still got 1 second left on the cooldown. There we go. Whoop, watch out. Okay, so those are dead. The ice dragons are also immune to the water orbs, but I was using the dagger as well. so there we go. Got another potion. Now there's another one. There's fire dragons this time, so there we go. Wow, these guys hit hard. Thankfully, we've got potions. Okay, so as soon as we go down here, the layer at the canyon's bottom, heat rolls off the rock in waves, and on a mound of half-buried treasure, she stirs. The matriarch, she doesn't guard the windstone. She broods. It should be she doesn't just guard the windstone, she broods on it. 6 months I've watched her, nobody gets close. One thing though, she nests on the only dry shelf in the canyon. Dragons hate water. Riker, those orbs of yours are gonna hurt her. Nobody had us. Form up. Okay, so yep. Whoa, okay, yeah. Yeah, this is probably it. Okay, we got it down. We gained the windstone. 6 months I circled that nest. And you all just walk in and take it? I love this team. 5 stones, 2 left. And the trail points south to Dawane. The ships from the far south sail from Bumefu. Weeks pass. The party sails back across 3 seas to Bumefu. Yeah, this time it actually does automatically take you back. So... yeah, so we got, I think we... well, other than the Pananas areas, which we still can't go back to Pananas. If you guys see there, you'll still be hunted by the Legion. So, hit stay there. Yeah, so you can now go to Yantsufu, or you can go to Parchana. Yes, it is pronounced Parchana. 2 weeks of open ocean, then red cliffs rise from the sea. Parchana, edge of the known world. Dawane, animals that exist nowhere else. A desert older than rain, and somewhere out there, fear of stone. The Chishava carved their whole city into that cliff base. Self-reliance is architecture. I respect it immensely. Okay, so we have another save point. Yeah, this area has not been featured in the streams yet, so... who? Ships from the north, the cliff hears. Traders, wanderers, or stone seekers, the cliffs welcomes all who climb for themselves. Got 24 Terra Gems there. Okay, the foreigner in black can lift 2 dock stones. 2! And his spinny sword comes back when he throws it. We have our last party member, by the way, here. We can talk to Dustin. No way. No way! You're all alive? Dustin! We've crossed 5 continents. How are you here at the literal edge of the map? Washed up on the cliffs month 1. The Shava fished me out, so I've been hauling dockstone for them ever since. Strongest guy in Parchana, they say. Oh, and I found this in the surf with me. A silver twin blade. Throws like a dream, comes right back. 7 for 7. It should be 8. It should be 8 for 8 people. The whole team back together at the end of the world. Then, let's go home. I heard the elders talk. The old ruins southeast of the desert hold the history of everything. Start there. Dustin joined the party. Dustin is also kind of... I don't know if he's broken, but he does a lot of damage. But there's the inn. There's the shop. You can do fishing here too. We have a new enemy here. We got some kangaroos that try to hop towards you. Okay, so, oh, there we go. It takes at least 3 hits to kill them. Aren't there? I thought there were supposed to be dingoes here. Okay, there are. Whoop. Just got hit by one. Whoop. Yeah, you guys can probably... oh. Okay, we got another snake. Oh yeah, I guess the snake's here too. Okay, so we got those. Okay, so we got those. Now, southwest of here, this is an optional area. This is Coppo Point, but Coppo Point, there's not really anything here yet, not until you do a side quest. Got another potion. Yeah, there's eventually going to be stuff here, but not quite yet. there's more Terra Gems. Let's head back up here. More kangaroos. Oh, first east is Duba Land, but we came for answers first. The old ruins to the southeast, the murals of Urpachana, remember? Oh yeah, we gotta do a dungeon first. Another dungeon that needs to be overhauled. Okay, so we got that right there, another small key. Opens the door. Oh yeah, I accidentally hit it by accident, but Dustin's special ability is called Death Blast. Does a lot of damage. But let's click on that. Another one there. Those are all zombies. Yeah, the torchlight climbs walls painted 1,000 generations deep. It's all here. The Council of Five, 7 stones, and look, the Isle of the Center of the World. Burying all 7 stones parts the storm around the isle and opens the gateway to God. That's our road home, guys. Then the mural ends with a mountain city in the far southeast, Torrid, and a stone of the color of earth buried in its core. East through the Juba Plains, then 6 down there, one back home. Let's finish this map. Alright, so now we get to go back out. Oh. Okay, the Viper dies in one hit, but yeah, the Bingos definitely take a while. Now, whoop, this is a new type of enemy as well. These are condors. Oh, we follow their herds and leave no wound on the land. The camp of Tuba lies north. Trade, rest, and then the Tony's luck. Whoop. Okay, I was trying to push P. Yeah, these birds can be kind of annoying. Okay, there we go, they're dead. But there's a new area up here, by the way. You can go up to Duba, Totem of the Plains. So far, yeah. Okay, the totem pole needs to be, that's another change. Let's bring up my log. So, make the, totem pole in Duba blend in with the rest of the scenery. Oops, okay, so hit scenery there. Alright, so that's one of the other changes. Okay, back to this. Oh, those condors are back. Cody's like the best. I think Cody is probably the best character to deal with the condors. Whoop. Okay, they're dead. Yeah, there's a lot of, And you have another new area, the Attuned Thickwood. Yeah, the Attuned Thickwood is meant to be a swamp area with really big trees. So, and there's also rainbow-colored toads that spit poison. There's another area up here, an optional area, that is the deep bog. This is like the deeper part of the deeper part of the Thickwood. This is an optional dungeon, by the way, or optional area that you don't want to go in there. That's the same poison that you saw in the Fenty Caverns way back when. But yeah, so we're gonna go and back here and whoops. Grab all those. And so now we're gonna go whoop. Kill those guys. Got 50 more Terra Gems. So now we have another area here. This is the Torrent Peninsula. It's got unique enemies here. It looks like those are like beeters or platypuses or whatever they're called. Got those there. 20 more Terra Gems. I don't know if there's anything up here or not. Okay, no, there isn't. let's see what else is over this way. Okay, so we got those. And now we have a major dungeon. The Upper Ancient City of Torin. Yeah, this place gets unique theme. Open that up. Another small key. This place is definitely going to get overhauled. The last quest of the game, or the last side quest of the game, is going to involve this area. And I'm not going to say what it is because it's a massive spoiler. But I'm gonna play through the game, but I'm not going to spoil everything. So, but whoop, watch out. Okay, yeah, it's like the dungeon here, it's multiple parts. So this is the inner ancient city. The ancient city is multiple maps, by the way, so... But it's gonna definitely take a while for it to do it. There's definitely a lot of coding to get this dungeon done. Another potion down. So I'm going to... Whoop. Grab those. And now we have another stairwell. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna get hard. This boss is gonna get redesigned eventually. I guess you're capped at 9 potions. I guess that makes sense. Don't want the... Okay, yeah, the game is definitely getting harder. Oh, okay, we're done. What the heck? I'm not sure what that's a reaction to, but yeah, it's definitely, these guys are definitely getting harder. 6, 1 left, the Firestone, back home in Legion Country. We're actually gonna make it. The chamber shudders. 3,000 years of stone give way above the stairs. The way back is gone. Nobody panic. The Taurians escaped their dying city somehow, and that crack in the south wall is breathing cold air. Down we go. Oh. So, we're in the dark depths of Dawane. Another dungeon needs to be overdone, or overhauled. Yeah, the Dawane dungeons definitely have to be redone. Daylight. The party hauls itself out of the dark depths and onto the slopes of Liti Spine. Liti Spine is a massive mountain range that goes west to east in Dawane. Remind me to never complain about dragons again. At least dragons carry a light. 6 stones. The last one, the Firestone, sits at the top of Polash Dermas, Kapenas, the Legion's capital. Full circle, cuz. Back to Parchana, then north, next stop Ponea, then the heart of the Legion, the Firestone Arc. Up. 1 second, please. The Firestone Arc is already in the game. Remove the to be continued from Tyler's dialogue in Liti Spine. Okay, so we put that one there. The days later, the party returns to Parchana. So now, we're going to 107 degrees outside? Wow. We can now go back to Pananas. So we're going to Ponea. The game does tell you where to go, so... And we have a new area, by the way. Kapenas. Red adobe roofs to the horizon, and 1 tower over the mall. Polash Dermas. The Legion is in chaos since the stones started vanishing. Nobody is checking bases at the gates. Lucky us. The Firestone sits at the very top of that tower, past the offices of all 5 generals. Then we climb. Last stone, guys. Stalk up first. The tower won't be gentle. But before we do the tower, there's a couple things we can do. we can actually head over. There's a couple optional towns. Well, yeah, we got some bears. These bears are definitely bad news. Whoa, yeah, they have a lot of health. Okay, so we got those. Yeah, the bears definitely have a lot of health. Oh, there's rabbits up here too. And another deer. So yeah, there's a lot of and we have another town here. Unas, the town of dyes. So still no bait. I haven't saved in a while, by the way. Hey, at least the bears are... Wow, the bears actually hurt. They're also damage sponges. Okay, so those are there. Oh, you can carry 4 potions. What? Oh, yeah. They can carry more than 4. Oh, I guess there's a cap of 4 potions. But there is also another optional area here that's going to be for some side quests. So let's grab those. 50 Terragems. And grab those. Whoa! Okay, so now we get to go over here. Oh, there's a locked door, so we gotta find a key somewhere. There's a small key. Oh yeah, that's right. The key opens that door. It's done. There's a zombie as well. Okay, so now we could go out here. Is there anything this way? No. Oh, wow, that guy came out of nowhere. There's another optional thing here. You can go to the Coliseum. The Coliseum is the Hall of Champions. You actually have to talk to the guy about go around the counter. Welcome to the Great Coliseum, the crown jewel of the Legion. After the tower. Fresh sand, full stands, fair fights. Only the Gladiator Cup is currently available. The Centurion Cup and Champion Cup and the Legion Cup are not yet available. Those have not been implemented into the game yet. But we're gonna do the Gladiator Cup. Beast from the Unos Ranch, Wisp from 2 Frozen Hells, and 1 Bear Anger Jackal. Survive 5 rounds and the cup is yours. The gate bars during a match. Winner be carried out. The stands are full, 1,000 legionnaires, silent and staring somewhere above before it sounds. Yeah, there's obviously going to be a side quest related to this as well. There are 30 side quests planned for the game. Next round. Whoa! Okay, so we got those. Whoop. There's a horse. Whoa, nice. Okay, so we got those. Oh my. Okay, there we go. Round 2 is... Okay, so we got those there. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, we need to make sure we have the right item. Okay, round 3 is clear. Okay, so those guys are dead. Okay, this is the boss guy. We gotta fight the Alpha Jackal again. 5 rounds. The Gladiator Cup is all yours. Coliseum will chant your name for a season. Your purse, 150 Teragems. A new personal best. Yep, so that's the Coliseum for you guys. We tried to talk to the other ones, or the other options. They're not there yet. So the Centurion Cup is still being drawn up. The Beast Handlers keep losing handlers. The Champion Cup, not yet. No one has survived long enough to make a Champion Cup worth watching. Or the Legion Cup, win the other 3, then we'll talk. Yeah, so there's also you can also return to the other areas too. So a lot of Pananops opens up as soon as you're able to return. So you can go back here. The Legionnaires are still after you. But remember that gate from earlier in the stream? It's finally open again. Or not again, but it's finally open, and you can go straight to Omino Forest. You no longer have to go through the Benson Caverns. But we can now also go south again. And you go to Denyu Woods. This is a new area. This is the prison. So, Denyu Prison holds the worst criminals in Legion lands. Visiting hours, never. Well, that's kind of scary. Makes you wonder what's going on in there, but we're back in Tolmanoff Forest. The very beginning of the game. But we can also go through Benson Lake again, so we can go back to the early areas of the game. But the Malkama Darkwood is now open. Those treants, by the way, they don't mess around. Find them from a distance. If you get too close, that happens. So yeah, we talked to this guy too. Fort Rito is closed to civilians. The general hunts in these woods. Pray you're not the game. But now we have Toime Coast. This is another new area. Yeah, it's another forest area. Let's see what's in there. 50 Teragems. Cooler water up here than down south. Toime sits just north. Quietest harbor in all Pananas. Yeah, too bad you can't go here until almost the end of the game. Toime, the quiet harbor. So we got, So no trade routes, no patrols, just fish and fog. Where to, friend? We can sail back to Tolmana. And actually we can, yeah, you can also now go all the way to, from Benton, directly to Omino Forest as well. Yeah, so we can go back this way. So yeah, yeah, we're back in the loop. So pretty simple loop there that you can do. I didn't open this one earlier. I did not know that. Okay, so now we're in the West Plains of Kapanas. Okay, so now we're in Off Kapanas. And now we're in Loas Polas Dramas. One of the last dungeons of the game. This dungeon definitely needs to be redone. Like, there's a lot of missing textures and stuff that need to be fixed. So, yeah, hopefully we need a key somewhere. Okay, there's a key. Okay, so those guys are dead. Second floor. One more switch. Oh, okay. You're not realizing that Drake shoot out target's walls. Okay, those guys are dead. One more floor. Yeah, General Caritas has his own theme, by the way. general falls to his knees. Atop the dais, the firestone burns without fuel. Warm, patient, waiting. 7. That's 7. Every stone on the mural is in our pack. Feel? Then only the Isle of the Gods remains. The storm at the center of the world. The stones will part the water for us. The free Isle of Mamin is the closest port to the center of the sea. Bonea's harbor master can take us there now. One last sail then. Let's go meet some gods. So let's go. Get down here. These guys hit hard. Back to this. We're back in Azkabanas. Yeah, you can go to Bonea, and from Bonea you can sail straight there. Biggest port on the continent at your service. Where's the tide take you? We're going to Mamin. Mamin, fishy nets, salt wind, and not one legion flag in sight. Welcome, travelers. This isle broke its chains long ago. Fugitives of the Legion are guests here. Yeah, so we're almost to the end of the game. So let's see what we got here. We got another Soul Potion. We rose, broke our chains, and the Legion's governor swam home. Mamin answers to no throne now, only the tide. Grandpa says the storm in the middle of the ocean hides an island with gods on it. Grown-ups say he's salty in the head. Did we talk to this guy too? Okay, calmest waters in the world, except the center of the sea. A storm that never ends. Round a column of still water, no ship returns from it. There's also another area here. Windward Mamin. And then leeward Mamin. This is more of a desert area. Okay. You finished Cody's bracelet? Nice. So let's see what we got here. So I think that's pretty much all that we can do here. So all you can do here, this is like your last chance. This is like the last time of the game. So the freest harbor in the sea, friend. Where away? Actually, we're gonna stay ashore for now because we need to rest up at the end. Alright. Another rest. You guys ready to go to the final dungeon? Freest harbor on the sea, friend. Where away? We're going to the Isle of the Gods. And actually, that's another change. In the dialogue box for sailing from Mamin, do not include the descriptor for the Isle of the Gods. Okay, so we do that. There we go. That way it doesn't all bleed out. At the center of the world, a small green island, a ring of pillars, and a gate of violet light. The gateway to God. On the other side, the realm of the gods, and the way home. You're a bit nervous? Yeah, I know, it's only the final dungeon. So what do you think is going to be on the other side of this? I'm going to switch characters too. The violet gate hums. Beyond it, colors no camera can ever capture. Whoa, whoa. Everyone sure about this? Potions stocked, goodbye said. We've crossed 6 continents for this doorway. See you on the other side. Step through the gateway, you can either enter the realm of the gods or not yet. This is not the point of no return. Yet we're now in the very first area, the canopy. Got a potion. These are stronger treants, by the way. Oh, purple trees, purple grass. Even the light bend's wrong here. The canopy, the monks wrote of it. First of the gods' 5 realms. The portals chain one to the next, all the way to the altar. We're not gonna go through the portal yet. enemies here are no joke. I'm gonna try to... Yeah, by the way, those dinosaurs, they have a lot of health. It's probably better to not fight the enemies unless you have to. But, whoop. Yeah, those blue scorpions definitely, enter the teardrops. Got toucans now that, and enter the tendrils. Whoop. Okay, beyond this portal, the altar of God. The air itself warns you that there is no return past this point. Last chance, everyone. Heal up. Count your potions. Say your prayers. Enter the altar. Yeah, this is. Yeah. Enter the altar of God or not yet. Yeah, the portal seals off behind you. But this is the end. I guess you get the opportunity to heal up. The circle of days in the sea of gold. Divine light falls from nowhere and everywhere at once. Mortals, 7 stones carried across 6 continents. The gods have watched every step. But the gateway home only opens for the worthy. I am the first proof. Beyond me waits Bati, the keeper of time. He's the top god. Eldest of the Council of 5, above all gods, and never once made flesh. 6 continents, 7 stones, and 1 very long year. We're not failing at the front door. Together. Okay, there we go. Worthy of the first proof, now stand before the keeper of time. The herald dissolves into silver mist, and time itself holds its breath as Bati steps down onto the dais. The boss is gonna have to be redesigned. What? I don't know what I just did. Nope, he's already dead. Worthy. The judgment of Bati stands. The gateway opens. Children of the far world. The 7 stones rise from Jason's pack, blazing wood, thunder, ice, water, wind, earth, fire. A ring of light above the dais. This is it, everybody. Let's go home. And that is the end. You guys can read all that. Somewhere over San Diego, the camera shutter clicks. The heroes step through the light and are home. The end. We have reached the end of the story, but my programming days are not yet over. But that is the end of the story. Yep, that is the end of the adventure. But yeah, I still got to program all those side quests. But thank you guys for watching. We actually managed to beat the game in a little over 2 hours, but that was me taking my time and stuff. That's not even doing all the side quests and stuff. So that is a wrap. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.